It's September 30th, 1999, a small fuel processing plant in Tokaimura, Japan. Population 32,000. At 10:35 a.m., a light no human should ever see fills the air. Three men stand frozen. One of them whispers, "The liquid, it's glowing." Seconds later, the first major nuclear accident in Japan's modern history begins. An event that would expose the fragility of an entire nation's safety system, and almost no one remembers it. What happens when a country built on precision discovers the smallest mistake can kill? The plant was run by JCO Company, a subcontractor supplying fuel to Japan's nuclear reactors. On paper, their process was flawless. In reality, shortcuts had become the norm. Three technicians, Hisashi Aochi, Masato Shinohara, and Yutaka Yokokawa, were tasked with mixing a uranium solution that morning. They were not nuclear physicists. They were routine workers, trained to follow instructions by habit, not by understanding. But that day, to save time, they abandoned procedure. Tokaimura wasn't just a town. It was the heart of Japan's nuclear ambition. More than 15 nuclear facilities clustered within a few kilometers. To the locals, radiation wasn't fear. It was livelihood. The industry promised safety. The government promised oversight. Yet neither was truly watching. To speed up production, the men pour a uranium nitrate solution directly into a precipitation tank instead of using the proper mixing column. The tank isn't designed to handle this concentration. Inside, the liquid reaches a critical mass. For one brief instant, the laws of physics turn hostile. In that instant, billions of neutrons burst outward, invisible, silent, lethal. Aochi and Shinohara are bathed in radiation at close range. Their cells begin to die faster than any treatment could repair. The first responders have no idea what they're walking into. The plant alarm blares, but no one outside the room understands what criticality means. Radiation is invisible, odorless, and merciless. When Aochi stumbles outside, his skin already shows signs of acute exposure, though he doesn't yet know it. Within hours, Tokaimura becomes Japan's first radiological exclusion zone since Hiroshima. More than 310,000 people are told to shelter inside, but there's no explosion, no visible threat, only invisible waves drifting through the air. Confusion turns to fear. Parents cover their children's faces with towels soaked in vinegar, desperate for protection that doesn't work. The Japanese Atomic Energy Commission assembles within hours, but they're already behind the truth. The JCO plant had no proper emergency plan, no radiation monitors in key rooms, and no shielded control chamber. Documents reveal that workers had been bypassing procedures for years. Inspectors, aware of it, looked the other way. The perfect storm of complacency was complete. Hisashi Aochi received an estimated 17 sieverts of radiation, enough to kill a person many times over. Within hours, his chromosomes disintegrate, his skin begins to slough off, his white blood cell count drops to 0. Yet Japan's doctors refuse to give up. They document every detail, desperate to learn how to save him. For 83 days, Uchi remains conscious through skin grafts, transfusions, and organ failures. He becomes both a patient and an experiment. In late November, Aochi's heart stops for the first time. He's resuscitated against his will, then again and again. By December 21st, after nearly 3 months of agony, his body finally shuts down. Shinohara, his co-worker, dies 7 months later. Both men were exposed for less than a minute. In the aftermath, 6 JCO officials are charged with negligence. The plant is shut down permanently. Japan pledges to overhaul its nuclear safety laws. But deep down, the system remains unchanged, layered with secrecy, bureaucracy, and denial. 12 years later, another nuclear disaster strikes. Fukushima Daiichi. The same cultural blind spots resurface: complacency, overconfidence, and fear of public panic. Tokaimura wasn't just a tragedy, it was a warning unheeded. Today, Tokaimura is quiet again. The plant is sealed, the town rebuilt. Few remember the name Hisashi Uchi. Fewer still know what his death revealed about the limits of human control. When atoms rebel, they don't explode, they wait, and when they finally speak, they whisper in blue light.